of my favourite foods in the whole world is cheese, and that's what I'm talking about in this month's Essay Life magazine. I've got all sorts of recipes for you to try, both savoury and sweet. They'll take you from entree through to dessert. And speaking of dessert, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to make a New York baked cheesecake, an absolute classic recipe. We start by making a biscuit base in the usual way. 250 grams of biscuit crumbs. They can be plain, digestive, but what I like to use is ginger nut for the extra flavour. Mix that with 125 grams of melted butter and press that down into a lined and greased springform tin. Then into the fridge to cool. I like to use 500 grams of Neufchâtel cheese because it's quite dry. We also need about 100 grams of sour cream and 250 grams of caster sugar. Put that all into the bowl and process until smooth. When it's fairly smooth, scrape the sides down and then put in some flour, a pinch of salt and the zest of 1 lime. Traditionally, New Yorkers like to use vanilla, but I love the tangy zest of lime. You can choose to use one or the other. While that's mixing, add 3 eggs, but one at a time, and make sure it's all well incorporated before you add the next one. Keep an eye on it and don't overbeat the mixture. It's got to be light and airy. After 30 minutes, this is set and it's time to put in our mixture. You might see a few lumps, but don't worry too much about that. They'll dissolve in the oven. Smooth the top with a knife and then, because it's a baked cheesecake, into the oven 160 degrees for 50 minutes. Now, a good idea is to put a tray of water in the bottom of the oven. That will create some moisture and it might help to eliminate some of the cracks that you can get. After 50 minutes, your cake will be cooked, but it'll have a slight wobble in the middle. Don't worry, turn off the oven, leave the door open for 2 hours and it'll set as solid as this one. You'll also notice that it'll have come away from the sides of the pan. All our cheesecake needs now is to spread it with a topping of sour cream, sugar and a little bit of lime juice. And then we'll bring it to the table with some fresh raspberries and some raspberry coulis. Now you can download this recipe from our website, but don't forget, as I said, lots of lovely recipes in this month's Essay Life magazine, all featuring cheese.